Hey there. Welcome to day 4 of the Attributes of God 21-day journal excursion. I hope that you guys are experiencing breakthroughs that are beyond measure. That's my goal, to support you with breaking through emotional barriers, spiritual stagnation, mental defeat. I want you to be transformed. I want to see your lives transformed by the renewing of your minds and getting in touch with and engaging and learning the attributes of God is going to support you in doing that. And so I look forward to hearing about what you're experiencing during this journey. I'm so excited that you've decided to come along and be a part of it. You know, so many people's lives will be changed as a result of you stepping up in your own life in this major way. And so God bless you. I'm proud of you. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. And so today we're going to focus on Jehovah Cherub, the Lord, the sword. And we're going to be talking about strongholds. We're going to look at strongholds today, which all of us have them. Our focus scripture for today is going to be Deuteronomy 33 and 29. When I think about Jehovah Cherub, the Lord, the sword, the attribute that stands out is simply trusting in you, God, brings about deliverance. Nothing is too large for God to overcome. Nothing is too big for God to heal or deliver. Your cancer is not too far off. Your diabetes is not too far off where God cannot heal you. And so we're going to talk about strongholds today. A few months ago, I was in prayer partnership with a beautiful young lady, and the focus of that 30-day prayer pilgrimage that we shared was for me to be healed of emotional strongholds. And so we all carry things from our childhood. Some things we can easily recall, and we know the pain that is there as a result of what happened. For some of us, we cannot easily identify why we have certain behaviors or why we think the way we do. Why do we move the way we move in life? Sometimes there are strongholds there, you know, and we cannot heal ourselves. We have to go to the healer for these strongholds. And so today's journal prompt, the questions that I want you to answer in your journaling is, where in my life am I still carrying chains that God has already removed? So you know the old story about the dog who was chained up to a gate he was chained up in a yard behind a fence, and when he was unchained and the fence was open, he didn't move. He stayed there. And a lot of times that's what we do in our lives. We stay in a place because it's familiar. We know how to operate in that place. But we've been free, but we just don't walk out our freedom. And so, you know, it can be scary to walk out of your freedom and move, you know, on into uncharted waters. But I want you to think for a moment and answer the question, where am I still walking bound? And God has already released me. Where am I still walking bound? Has God given you a beautiful spouse, but before your spouse came, you thought that all men were dogs and they lied and, you know, they cheated? And you still have a part of you that believes that, even though your spouse that you're with doesn't show any type of those characteristics, and because of this stronghold, it's affecting your ability to love and to receive love. Where in your life are you still walking bound and God has freed you? I really want you to look at that and be honest. You know, I'm going to say it probably on every training, but you cannot be healed if you don't allow the thing to be revealed, if it's not identified. And so there's no judgment. It's just being honest. I've learned in my walk with God and just living that in order for me to experience true deliverance and healing, I have to be vulnerable. I have to be honest with God. I have to be honest with myself, and so be honest and answer those questions. Where in my life am I still carrying chains that God has already removed? Where am I telling myself I can't when God has already said that you can? Where am I telling myself that I won't when God has already said that you will? Where are you keeping yourself bound because of fear, because of old mentalities, old thoughts about yourself, how you view yourself as opposed to how God views you? I want you to declare today, this is our repositioning declaration, that nothing can overcome me. I trust you, Lord. I want you to speak that out as many times as you can remember to do so today. Nothing, no thing can overcome me. Lord, I trust you. And then in that, you want to identify battles and fights you've taken into your own hands and did not call upon God. Things that you're still trying to fix. But you need to just give it over to God to fix it for you, to heal it. All right? And then we're going to move into connecting to what's possible. So in your mind's eye, I want you to see every battle that is currently in your life. I want you to see that battle defeated by Jehovah Cherub, the Lord, the sword. And I want you to scribe how glorious it is to win and triumph over these foes that felt stronger than you. Describe the victory you are now experiencing as a result of God's mighty sword. Jehovah Cherub, the Lord, the sword. He is tearing down strongholds. I want you to be encouraged in your journaling today. And every time that you identify or pinpoint what has caused or what is going on with you, let me say that, don't feel bad. Just accept it where you are. When I got the diagnosis of cancer, I was afraid. But I did not allow my mind to go to, what did you do to cause this? If you would have ate better, if you would have did this differently, if you would have did that differently. One thing that I have learned, and I hope that this blesses you, is that there are many pieces to the pie. There are many things that contribute to what you're experiencing in your life. How do you come to certain conclusions or feelings and thoughts about things? And so it's not all just on you. So in this journaling excursion, I don't want you to be hard on yourself because of where you are. Just know that because you know and see where you are going to get the help and support you need to move beyond it. My goal here is to support you with transforming your life through the renewing of your mind. Be sure to post your questions or if you need clarification on anything in our Facebook group, Daring Daughters. It's not too late to invite a friend to take this journey with you. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you've invited a friend at this point, she can find all of the days that we've done so far right there on my YouTube channel, which is Dare to Dream with Cynthia Newell. All right, my friends, I hope you make it a great day on purpose, and until next time, be blessed.